did you learn yourself going through the interviews with people?
Oh gosh, the really successful people they're purpose driven. They want to help. They have multi dimensions to them. So whether it's, they're into the arts or like you, a writer,
Mm.
or, an avid golfer, there's, a lot to them. The again, the super successful people in their field though do take what they're really good at and keep building on that and keep, you know, doing what they do best. But
As opposed to focusing on the things they might not be as good at and
exactly. That's
trying to
exactly right.
fix themselves, they lean into their strengths.
100%.
It's
Yeah.
such a refreshing
Uh-huh.
attitude, right? Because we have this mindset so often at work of um, fixing the deficits, if I use those terms. But you're seeing the really successful people know who they are, they embrace it, and they build on their strengths.
Yeah, I actually wrote down through it they're true to themselves. They're, authentic and build on that. They don't focus on the, oh, I'm not good at Excel or it's
That's when I'd be okay not being good at Excel
me,
myself.
me too. The second book, I wrote it. I When I was consulting, I also became an executive coach and I was doing a lot of coaching and I learned, through it, so many people were stuck in their careers and stuck and it was their options, or they felt like their options were very binary. I either
Mm.
stay where I am and just, gut it out, or I go somewhere else, in the same industry. And, my question would be, what does describe a day in the life 5 years from now? And they get super energized. And, often it was different from what they were doing, in their roles. And so we'd work through, so what does that look like? How do you get there? Maybe you don't quit your job today, but what are ways that you can get to something that drives your passion and gives you that energy?
What do you think it is that stands in people's way when you say so many people were stuck?
Fear, fear maybe of failure, fear of not making the right decision, a little bit of maybe imposter syndrome, oh, I can't do that.
Yeah.